Greetings, greetings, beautiful people, and thank you for tuning in to today's Movement Medicine Morsel. It's Thanksgiving where I am in Canada, so good day to be grateful for being here, having food to eat, a roof over our heads, the ability to connect. We might be socially distancing, but we can still be socially close in meaningful ways. So thank you. I'm very grateful to Zoom and grateful to you for participating. So today is going to be basics, getting back to basics. It's always wonderful to get down to the foundation. So we'll be doing a little bit of shaking, tapping, and cupping. So let's get right to it. I invite you to come and stand up. All of this can be modified in the chair and do what feels comfortable to you. You don't have to do everything I suggest. You can do it smaller, you can do it bigger, you can take breaks. Really make it your own. We want to really get acquainted with our own bodies and find out what it is that we really need at any given time on any given day. Everything's always changing. So, standing up or sitting, as you wish. Principles are the same. We want to set up a good beginning. So we want a good foundation, feeling the feet. You can walk a little bit in place, wiggle your feet, feel your toes, feel the surface of your carpet or your tiles or your yoga mat, and plant the feet evenly. And now, with that foundation, on top of that, we want a lightness that rises up to touch the heavens. So let's sweep our hands up on an inhalation, interlacing our fingers. I'll move back so you can see that, and pressing up. So we want that feeling of touching the sky and feeling the ground. You can even wiggle a little bit to lengthen the sides of the body. Breathe fully here. And on the exhale, release the hands, paint a big halo, and soften the knees and let the arms round. On the inhalation, the breath fills the body, legs lengthen, reach up, look up. Exhale and soften the knees. Let the breath move through you. Feel the breath filling you, lengthening you. And as you exhale, you're softening, moving closer to the earth. And one more time, inhaling, we'll keep the legs straight this time. And exhale, stay tall and release the arms. Now let's start to shake with the hands. Shaking through the fingers, the wrists, let the elbows get a little bouncy, let the shoulders bob up and down, let the head become a bobblehead. Yawn, make silly sounds, make beautiful sounds, make loud sounds. Releasing the face. Let the rest of the body start to join in. Bounce and lightness through the ankles, movement through the feet. The knees have a suppleness. The hips can move. The backbone moves. And now just spend a little bit of time in your own space. Jiggling, you can move around, you can speed it up, you can make it really small, like a vibration. Oh, you can take your hands up. I really like this one. Shaking up and then letting the heels lift up and thump down. Get some nice impact for the bones of the legs and stretches out some of those organs. Oh, that alone, a minute or so of that, of the shaking, give yourself a refreshing break, freshen up your mind, release your body, especially if you're sitting a lot, or if you're feeling emotions build up or any kind of pressure building up. Allow this to come down to its own natural ending. See how you feel. And remember the fundamentals. Feet are connected to the earth. Crown of the head draws the rest of the spine up to heaven, but you still keep a softness. Nothing freezes or tightens. With the feet in place, a little bit of gentle twisting, looking around, so your eyes see. And now let's open this up a little bit to lift the back heel and let the hips turn a little further. Keep that feeling of suspension. Let out a sigh anytime you feel like it, and allow this to come to its own natural closure. We remain seated or standing, or you can sit down if you've been standing, or stand up if you've been sitting. Very free. Do what feels good to you. And we'll take a few moments to reflect on our breath. Placing the hands over the low belly is a really nice position for this. Stay suspended, knees a little bit soft, smiling. And inhale the breath in through the nose and direct it into the belly. So your belly swells and you feel it in your palms of your hands. And on the exhalation, the belly relaxes back into the body and the hands follow. And we're tuning into our breath and we're allowing it to find a lovely, restful pace. We're not forcing, pushing, or demanding. We're accompanying the breath and we're allowing our breath to lead. And we keep a soft smile, setting our intention of keeping a positive energy flowing throughout mind, body, and spirit. And now the tapping. Tapping is a way to connect with every part of the body. And as we tap, we send love, appreciation, gratitude, thankfulness for this magnificent body. And we're waking up the lungs. We're standing at our full, beautiful posture, noble, knowing our own value, confident, even if it's a fake it till you make it attitude, but building this positive flow of mental, emotional, and physical energy and physiological energy. One hand on the hip, cupping the other hand as though you're holding a drink of water, cupping over the lung, love to the lungs, circling around the breast and chest tissue, coming into the armpit, up and down through the armpit and opening up the side lungs. Maybe this inspires you literally to take a deeper breath in and relaxing that upper arm down as you cup from the armpit down towards the elbow, under the forearm, into the inner wrist, and then clapping the hands, chest open, shoulders wide, breathing smoothly, gently, cupping the backs of the fingers and all the fingernails, cupping up the back of the hand, over the forearm, upper arm, over the shoulder, and then boosting that upper arm with the other hand so that you can really get in. This is the top of the lungs as well. Let some breath flow in these areas as you awaken them. And now roll your shoulders, move around a little bit, and check in and see if you may or may not notice a difference between the side that's been cupped and the other side that's waiting. And there's no right answer. There's only the invitation to observe, to notice, to sense your reality. Zipping up the energy and sending it down at the same time. Nice open heart. Always open. We're releasing stagnant energy. We're getting things to flow again. Waking up places that may have gone to sleep. And leaning over a little bit and cupping around the chest and breast region. Then into the armpit. There's no way to do this wrong. If you're breathing and you're looking for what feels good and you've got an enthusiastic and curious, positive attitude, nothing can go wrong. It can only go right. Coming down the back of the arm, coming on the inner forearm, waking up the circulation, bringing together all the parts of the body, clapping, bright, clear sound, clearing the energy. And then coming up the backs of the fingernails, back of the hand, gently gazing, loving gaze also helps to amplify the energy. And then coming over the shoulder, give yourself a pat on the back, and then you can use that boost. Let yourself breathe this whole upper area, back, chest, sides, part of the lungs. Move around a little bit, see how your wings feel, and shake that out. And now from the chest, coming up and down the throat, lifting your chin so you can really get into the throat area. You can use sound here to move the energy in the throat, any sound you like. Ah, let it be free, a sound that broadcasts, whether it's soft or loud or medium. And then coming up with a peace sign so that you tap one finger in front and one behind the ear. And then the back of the neck, tapping up into the base of the skull to help you remember the lift there. And then up over the whole scalp, we're tapping all over. You can use a little bit of fingernail for that little prickle that gives a bit more circulation if you like that, or keep it with the pads of the fingers. Think of this also removing cobwebs and dust bunnies from your brain, because this is sound vibration as well. I'm going to slip my glasses off and tapping lightly at the temples. Be gentle here. Yawn a little bit. You'll see how these muscles are connected to the jaw. And then lightly tapping from the outer corners of the eyes, delicately following the bone of the eye socket, and then tapping over along the eyebrow bone. So you're carefully following, really feeling with the pads of the fingers, very delicate here. Breathing. And then tapping under the cheekbones, so down the sides of the nose, by the sides of the nostrils. Then when you come around under the apple of the cheek, there's a slight upward fluffing tap. And because this is a time that people might be getting colds or getting stuffed up, let's take the index fingers and just gently rub up and down the sides of the nose, from the little dips in the cheekbones, beside the nostrils, just up the sides of the nose. And you get a chance to massage a lot of points here that are connected to the sinuses. Yawning a bit and massaging the jaw muscles. Exaggerate this a little bit so you really get to hang the mouth open, slide the jawbone from side to side, and then we'll finish by just a little fluffing up under the chin. Shake out through the hands. Inhale, swing the arms up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, little momentum swing, drop. These can be small swings. Everything is on a spectrum. So it can be from minute to full and anything in between. It's not all or nothing, and it doesn't have to be big to be powerful. And let this come to its finish. If you slipped your glasses off like me, you'll put them back on again. And we're going to come into the abdomen now. You can bounce with the knees to add a little bit of leg work and send love into your organs. Because again, this cupping is an ultrasound that vibrates through the fluids and tissues of the body, so it can reach the bones, it can reach the deep connective tissue. And energy follows thought. So where you intend the energy to go and send breath with it and loving kindness, it's going to go there. Coming into the lower belly, into the groin area, you might want to extend your hips slightly forward and step your feet open a bit. And let's come around the sides of the hips, into the sacral region, back and forth a few times. Let's get into the kidneys. You can use loose fists. Sound is nice here too, even rounding the back a bit to get more contact. let's rub here. And today we're going to cup the buttocks first, and you can shimmy from side to side, and then coming down the side back of the legs into the backs of the knees, going down as far as is comfortable, and then filling in the rest with tapping in place, but visualizing it going down further, coming behind the ankles, over the tops of the feet, over the toes, along the inner arches, behind the ankles, coming back up the insides of the legs, a little bit of tapping at the base of the pelvic region, coming back up to the groins, starting to slow the tapping and cupping down. Bring yourself to your beautiful foundation through your feet and the suspension to the sky and the crown of the head. And we're going to let one hand massage the front of the waist, the other slips behind. So we're just giving a little bit of a massage over the belt line, the front and back of the navel, slowing down to settle things. And then let's let the hands come together and hold them gently over the low belly, thumbs approximately at the navel. Notice how you feel. Remember your posture, your connection to the sky above, your connection to the earth below, your connection to your positive, most beautiful vision of yourself, healthy, capable. Gratitude for the big universal energies of earth and sky, the gift of breath, the ability to connect together and to connect with these beautiful teachings. And on an exhalation, we take a ball of energy between the hands, bend our knees. Inhale, open up big, hands shoulder height. Exhale, relax. Inhale from the earth, reaching up to touch the sky, palms together. Exhale, draw a beautiful beam of healing energy. Let it rest in front of your heart. Feel that grateful heart. And on the next exhalation, bring the energy to the earth, fingers pointing down, and then fold the palms and bring it all back home to the low belly. Take a few moments to see how you feel from this short, beautiful practice. And whatever benefits you experience, imagine them expanding to fill every cell of your being, fill the whole shape of your body, fill your mind, and know that this is yours. You can bring it with you wherever you go from here on in, and you can remember it at any time that you need it. It's only a thought away, only a breath away. And if you do feel further than that away, you know that you can do some shaking to bring yourself back. You can just shake off anything that's kind of coated you or veiled the truth, and then you can be shiny again. So there we have it. Thank you for joining in, beautiful people. I really appreciate you, and may we count our blessings always. Bye for now.